Hello and welcome to Silent Creativa. When we made a birthday party which was underwater themed for a friend of mine, my brother really liked the box I made for her as decoration, and yeah, it took me 2 years to make one for him. Sorry? Here you have the list of materials I used, and I hope it's everything there. I started the process with sketching out the flag my brother wanted on the box. It is a pirate flag that he designed himself, or he used some traditional pirate flag things and put them together. And yeah, first step was just sketching them out on the box because I wanted to burn them in with a wood burning tool. And yeah, at the first box I did this with an soldering iron, and that was quite difficult. I'm not quite sure what exactly is the difference between soldering iron and a wood burning tool, but I think that the soldering iron is not in the same heat all the time. It was quite difficult. The thing or the process with the wood burning tool was a lot easier. One step that I can't show you is that I used some, yeah, kind of popsicle sticks um, that I glued inside the box at a height where I want the layer that I make with the coins and everything to be, and cutting out a piece of wood in the same measurements as the box are on the inside. Because we want some space underneath the coins that you can hide everything that you want under it, and yeah, so that you have something where it's the layer you make with the coins can rest on. You should glue some popsicle sticks on the inside of the box. But yeah, as I mentioned, I wanted to make this for 2 years now, and I started it far before I ever thought of making a YouTube channel, so that is a step I already made. But I think you can imagine that or get to this on your own. To get the color of the box, I used a lot of water and a little bit of acrylic paint and watered it down. And mostly I mixed the color as I went. I normally do 3 or 4 layers of this, or I did 3 or 4 layers with the other box, and on this one I think it was 3 layers. And yeah, just coloring everything with a watered down acrylic paint. To make the coins, I used some air dry clay. You can, of course, use polymer clay too, or anything else you like to use. You can also buy some cheap coins at most toy stores, I think. But I made them by using different things like coins I already had or some pendants. Just pushed them into the rolled out material and then took out a cap of a pearl box, which was the right size, and yeah, made the coins this way. And I made quite a lot of them because I just glue them on the piece of wood like I feel in the moment. So you will need some of them. Google Translate told me that the right word for the decorations on the outside is barnacles. I hope that is right. Uh, I wasn't able to find something else, so I go with barnacles. To make them, I use the rest of the clay and just make a little piece, little ball, and push the end of a brush in it and make some different sizes, and that's it. Then the next step is to get the coins smooth after they are dried, and for that I just remove some of the excess with an X-Acto knife and then sand them down. With some gold acrylic paint, I colored the coins and um, yeah, I just first make everything that I can reach without coloring my fingers. And when this is dried, or when I ended the first batch of coins and made the wooden plate golden too, I just start over with the rest of the coins because the acrylic paint I use normally dries quite fast. I'm not sure if every golden acrylic paint works like this, but I have the feeling that the metallic colors are drying a little bit faster than all the other acrylic paints. Yeah, and to give everything a little bit of an weathered appearance, I used the same mixture I used for the box and just dabbed it onto the coins and removed a little bit of it later when I had all the coins covered with it. With some hot glue, I glued the dried barnacles onto the chest, and as everything, it is just making it out as you go. I quite like the way it looks when you glue them mainly onto the edges of the box, but how to glue them is just your own taste, choice, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but I think in nature they gather everywhere where they could get some grip on, and yeah. So I just make some groups of them and then coloring them with the same mixture again as I used for the box, but I watered it quite a lot down before I colored them. And then it is time again for the coin part, or for the inner portion of the box. And for that I just used the coins and some, yeah, pearl strings and quite a lot of hot glue, and just pushed them in and glued them in place. And yeah, it is really just making it up as you go, because I think you can't plan something like this. Normally, in a normal treasure chest, I think the coins would be just thrown in, and so you can't make anything wrong, I think. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that when you take the plate out of the box, that it will still fit later into it. And on the first box I made, I used some ribbons to make the plate removable. For this one, I think it's totally okay if you use the pearl strings for it. And in the end, I just glued some glass, gems, jewels, whatever, onto it, and yeah. Then, yes, in the last step, I glazed everything with a little bit of glossy varnish. The outside of the box won't be glazed because I like the look of the more rough wood, but to finish everything and let it give it a little bit of the look of being underwater, I used some moss and glued it between the barnacles to resemble, I don't know the word for it. Wait. My good old friend Google Translate told me that it's seaweed, what I would like to what resemble the moss. So, yeah, to resemble seaweed. Yeah, and with this, the box is finished. And of course, instead of coins, you can use nearly everything, old jewelry you have laying around, or yeah, everything that you would like. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to do a box like this on your own, I really would like to see this. And yeah, if you liked it, like, subscribe, and all the things you know, and have a nice week. And until next time, bye.